Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how I do soap. It's only my third time, so I'm still learning, but I'm going to bring you along with me to see how I make it. It's a very basic one that I'm doing today. So some of the ingredients you need I'll show you as I go, but the first thing we need is a scale, which I have, and your scale should have a tare button on it, which mostly all scales have that now. So I'm just gonna take my pot, and with the tare button I can just do all of my ingredients. So our solid oils is coconut oil, shea butter, all cold pressed. And then some are liquid oils. I have castor oil, but I found a cheaper bottle, bigger bottle at Honey and Ginger. This one's just a cold pressed castor oil. And then olive oil. So I'm gonna measure everything out, and so we're gonna start with the shea butter because we're gonna have to put that on the stove to melt it. So this is a fair trade one that I got off Amazon, natural plant-based. It's raw, cruelty-free. So we're gonna start with our shea butter. Oops. And I'm gonna turn on my scale. And it's all in grams. So I'm at a 0. I tared it. And I've washed my hands. So you gotta be very clean when you're making soaps. You gotta be your area very clean. And we're getting right to... So we have 180 grams of shea butter. And now we'll move to the coconut oil. And I use the cold pressed coconut oil. Cheapest place to get it is Costco. Unite. And there is all of our solid oils. Now we're gonna take it to the stove and melt it. And a lot of people melt this in a double boiler, which you can do. I'm just doing it in my pot. So now we're gonna measure out all of our liquid oils while it's melting on the stove. So I have a Pyrex. All my tools are just for making soap because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything with your food, because we are going to be working with lye, which is not something that you want to ingest. It can be very toxic, even if you touch it with your skin. So I'm going to go over a little bit of the safety part of that part when we get to it. So anyhow, so we just use my Pyrex. I'm just going to tare that on my scale here. Perfect. So we need 450 grams of olive oil. You want your olive oil to be from one single source. That way it's pure olive oil. So we need 450 grams. So we just finished the olive oil. And now we're going to start with the castor oil. I got some to use up in this container. I need 90 grams. And this is what gives your soap the sud, that bubbly, nice bubbly suds. Perfect, 90. And now we're gonna add it to our melted hard oils, or solid oils, I should say. They're all melted. You gotta get all of that out of there. You don't wanna miss any, because where we're weighing it on the scale, you wanna make sure you have all of the oils out. All right, so we're just checking the temperature of our oil. You want to be between 90 to 110. So as you can see, we're over that. So I'm going to turn the burner off, and we're going to go now mix our lye and see where that's at. So we're going to measure our lye. I like to use a cup that I just can reuse or throw out when ready. So we're going to tare that. So this is lye, sodium hydroxide. It's a mineral compound. So we need 122 grams of lye. And I'm wearing gloves because you don't want this to touch your skin once it mixes with the water. That's what creates the chemical compound. What did I say? 122. So now we're going to work with the lye. So safety first. I always put on my mask. And my safety goggles. Okay. I haven't mixed it yet, so it's not giving off any fumes yet, but I like to be careful. Okay, so we need 122 grams. All right, so now we're gonna do the lye mixture. Again, safety first. I'm probably extreme, but I like to be extreme because you just never know. So instead of water, we are doing coffee to allow for color. So that's gonna make the soap darker. So I have a food grade bucket, and you gotta sit back and you always dump the lye into your liquid. This is going to create heat. You'll start to see like an off-gassing happen. So you just keep working it in there. You gotta keep yourself farther back from it while it's dissolving because of the chemical reaction. I can smell the coffee. Okay, so we are at I'm going to move this off the heat. We're at about 129, 130. Okay. We are going to go. All right, so we're just going to check our lye. We're at 142. So we're going to leave it here for a minute to keep cooling down. This is what we have as a trace. So once you have the, see how you can move it? That's how you know you have a trace. So I'm going to add now some cedarwood and a little bit of oats. So I'm going to add about 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a pure cedarwood. And I'm going to add some oats. Oops, I might have put too much, but we'll find out. Stand back. So now we're going to pour it into our mold. Okay, so now that's all poured in our mold. We just get a little tap, get out any air bubbles. So now we're just going to make a little bit of a design. I'm just going to do it right down the center. And we'll go. just gonna put this in a ventilated area and cover it with a towel and wait 24 hours. All right, so we are 24 hours after our soap adventure. So I am putting on gloves, not because it's gonna hurt my skin, putting it on just for cleanliness so we don't get any germs on it. So this was my mold here. This is our, what's this one? Coffee, oat, and cedarwood. So bring it out like that. And I'm just gonna kind of hold the ends a little bit. Ooh, it looked like it turned out nice. I've had some fails sometimes, so it's nice to see when it turns out good. Ooh. All right. Look at that. That's a beautiful bar. Now that we got it out of the mold, just smell that. It smells delicious. So I'm gonna cut 3 centimeter bars. You can do inches. 2-inch bars or a 3-inch bar. I am gonna go with a 3-inch. This is my little cutter thing. Nice size bar. Little design on top. That comes to wrapping up the end of my junior amateur soap making tonight. I am new at it, so I'm still learning a lot, but I appreciate coming along this journey with me. So please do stay along for some other videos coming up, just on random things that I get done. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.